Welcome, this is not legal advice. I am your host, TINLA, and right now I am doing the June 2026 reading for our friends in Gemini. If your sun, moon, rising is in Gemini, or you're cross-watching for someone else who is a Gemini, this is the right place for you. Please like, share, subscribe, etc. And also, happy birthday, Gemini, my twin friends. So let's find out what energy you're in coming into the month. We have the Eagle. All right, let's find out. Eagle. I feel like we had the Eagle in one of the other readings. I'll have to take a look at that. All right, Eagle, Eagle, Eagle. All right, very festive, very 4th of July for those in America, the United States, I mean. Okay, it says, all-pervading power, truth seeker, transforms karma. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to be our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. When in balance, bright, radiant challenges. When out of balance, controlling. To bring into balance, step into the unknown. Okay, and let's find out what the theme is. So this is your energy. Let's find out what the theme is for my Gemini friends. What is the theme for June of 2026 for Gemini, please? Thank you. We have Capricorn. Ooh, looking fierce. All right, what is going on with Capricorn? Just saw it. Okay. Capricorn is the 10th season of the zodiac year and the first sign of winter. The season begins on a long, dark night of the solstice, but progresses into the rebirth of the sun and the beginning of the daylight's return, which is very reminiscent of what we just talked about with the eagle and the sun returning. But anyway, it can feel like climbing icy winter's mountain. The terrain is brutal, but strength, wisdom, and honor can be gained through the climb. Capricorn's energy embodies the ascent, the struggle to stay focused, the grit required to keep going, and the accomplishments we gain when we finally earn our place at the top. Incidentally, on page 55 right there, which is an energy of change, of growth, of new beginnings. So that's really excellent news for Gemini. Let's find out what more specifically is going on for my friends in Gemini for their birthday month of June. Unless you're a May Gemini, which no less lucky you, okay? Happy belated birthday. I've not forgotten you, okay, fellow air sign. All right, Spirit, what is the energy in June of 2026 for my Gemini friends? What is going on with them in June? It seems like your focus is going to be on growth and of change. Okay, we have the Page of Swords and the King of Wands. Let me get one more and I'll read it all together. I'm getting a sense if I need to read it all in conjunction, please. Okay. And this is the Nine of Wands, which is very on par with our theme cards here. So the Page of Swords it's spying energy. It's trying to figure it out energy. It's really trying to get an understanding, get your arms around something that is presented to you. Like there's been a challenge presented to you of some sort that you're having to overcome and see the bright side of or work through. I mean, we saw that here with that climbing the mountain, etc., seeing the sun. But King of Wands, you know, you're pursuing your passions, your goals, your dreams. You're not letting this new information that you're getting stall you out from what other goals and dreams you have in your life. And with Capricorn in particular, Capricorn is known as being very career focused and money oriented, you know, but on the other hand, it's like you feel like with the Nine of Wands, you are being weighed down. It's end of the road for you. It's almost like you feel like you're at the last lap of the race. You're exhausted, you're beaten down, you don't know if you're going to make it. And so it's like, whereas you once felt really confident in things, this information you're getting is throwing you off your normal game. And universe is saying, you've got to get through this. You're going to get through this. And I'm feeling like that was a Daniel Bedingfield song, like I'm going to get through this, which is dating me, but no one else will. So here we are. Haha. Sorry. Anyway, so let's find out then what you are going to do about this, or what Spirit's saying you should do. We got Seven of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Six of Wands. So what we're getting here is you're planting new seeds. You're seeing this, you're choosing to see this as an opportunity for growth. So, you know, a lot of times I'm thinking about when you have forest fires that, you know, are obviously devastating in a lot of ways, but they enrich the soil, they nourish the soil, And so out of this flame, this challenge, this new thing you're dealing with, you're going to be planting new seeds within yourself here that are going to bear fruit for you. And, you know, with the Four of Wands, it's going to be something you're ultimately celebrating. Like, you may feel in a way that you are not happy right now with where things are, but you will be. And so what I'm hearing is, like, again, also reflected by the Six of Pentacles, like, that's a victory lap. That's a, oh, I made it through. I made it to the top of the mountain, as I said here. Like, you are going to get there. So there's a lot of encouragement here from Spirit to like almost phoenix this thing, to see it as an opportunity where you're being really nourished by things that are burning away in your life that maybe didn't serve you. So let's find out the energy of my Gemini folks as June 2026 comes to an end. Where is the end of June going to find Gemini? We've got death. So a lot of change is going to happen. June is a very big month of change for you. We've got the Nine of Swords. 2 more, please, and I'm going to read it all together. Oh, there it is. We've got the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing with this is, you know, there's going to be a lot of change that's going to have you all stressed out, you know, and which is not surprising. This is like kind of the forest fire of it all that I was talking about earlier, where it's going to be a massive, massive change. It's going to be sad. It's going to be threatening. It's going to have you having nightmares and freaked out and challenging your pre-existing systems of belief. It's almost like you've been so set in how you're going to do things and how you're going to go about life that it's almost like you're fixated on it. And to some degree, you know, that's not going to change completely with the kind of King of Pentacles. It's going to be successful, but it's not going to change completely. You're still going to have like the core of who you are, but maybe some of the systems that you were relying on and using before are no longer working for you. And, you know, it's saying that by the end of the month of June, you're going to go through this transformation. It's going to be challenging. It's going to challenge some of your existing beliefs. And that's how we grow, of course, is to challenge existing systems and existing ways of doing things. And at the end of it, though, you're going to come out King of Pentacles. You're going to come out restabilized and still very successful. So let's get some advice from Spirit, please. How can my Gemini folk cope, or what can help them through this forest fire, if you will, that I'm talking about? What is it, or you're talking about, Spirit? What is it that you can advise? Oh my goodness, there's a lot of advice here. I'm just, you know what? I'm going to, and we're just going to take this. Okay, Knight of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Hermit. So what this is saying is, look, forge ahead. Like, you don't really have a choice. Knight of Wands is like, you might as well like lean into it, right? This is going to happen whether you like it or not. You know, this change, whatever it is going to happen whether you like it or not. And you're going to feel like sad about it with this Page of Cups. You're going to feel, I hate to say don't be coy, but, you know, it was almost like you kind of saw this coming a little bit. So, but it's coming whether you like it or not. And you can stand firm and accept that change. Excuse me, is what I'm feeling. And then with the Hermit, you know, kind of go within. Like, take that struggle, that energy, that forest fire, like really take that flame that you're being given, that change, that thing that's triggering the growth, and really look within it and bring it into yourself and say, what does this mean for me? And what can I do with that to manifest my highest good? And I'm not saying you're not going to be sad about it. You're going to be sad about it. And Spirit's saying, like, don't lie to yourself. But look, you got a little ladybug there, right? Luck is on your side. You're going to be successful. One more piece of advice, since we got another minute. Let's see. One more piece of advice, please, Spirit, for my Gemini folks. A little bit of hope. Yeah, look, we've got 5 of Cups, but it's followed by the 6 of Cups. So it's a progression. You know, it's like you're going to see at first like this regret and longing for what you wanted to have happen. That's that Hierophant energy we talked about. But it's going to bloom into something new, something beautiful. So Spirit's saying, have hope. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to mourn and miss the things that you thought you wanted. But let those flowers, like, look, you can see here the flowers are all, you know, buds. They're closed up. But if you let that fire burn, like, the flowers are going to open up and it's going to be beautiful. and you're going to be able to enjoy new and beautiful things. So don't get so caught up in the dark and in this hermit energy. Like, yes, take it in, learn from it, but don't get so caught up in your regret and your woe is me that you forget on the other side of that are the beautiful blooms and the fruits of your labor. So Gemini, I know it's going to be a challenging month, but I'm seeing it being really great by the time you get to the end of it. So I believe in you. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. See you next time. Bye, Gemini.